want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor be unto double honors to our elder apostles as well as the elder bishops who labored to teach us this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing this word in truth, sincerity, and in deed. We are a branch of the branch of Great Millstone, Chicago, reporting live from the belly of the beast on another Saturday with some more. Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Yeah, that's the time that we're in. We're in a time of war, evil, and pestilence. All three are hitting the earth right now as we speak. Okay, I just watched a video about some tick-borne illnesses. I actually plan to do a lesson on it. But the guy was talking about how on his farm, he was an Edomite, but he kind of had that Jake vibration to him. He might be Jake, that's neither here nor there. But he was talking about how they have all these wild cats. All these cats that live on his property that they actually take care of and feed on occasion and make sure they got water and stuff. And he said that he leaves the cats alone because the cats help take care of the rodent population. You know, you got a farm, you're gonna have mice and rats everywhere. All right? So, and so it would behoove you to have two things if you own a farm. Cats and pigs. Because pigs will eat up all the boo-boo. Right? That's what they're supposed to do. That's why pigs were never meant for human consumption. You know, they say you are what you eat. Well, that goes for animals too. Okay? That also goes for the animal kingdom. So when it comes to stuff like crabs and crawfish and all that stuff, you know, they're no different. They're basically just sea roaches. They eat boo-boo. They eat dead bodies. You know, they unclean unto you. So nevertheless, if you have a farm, it would the wise thing would have is pigs and the pigs should actually be free to walk around and eat up all the boo-boo. That's right. And then you have rats. What he's saying is that, cats, because the cats kept down the rodent population. So he said there's one cat that he actually took a liking to that would be hanging around the house, and he saw the cat just staring into nowhere. All right? And he said within 48 hours, that cat was dead. Wow. And it turns out that it was a tick that bit him, and he got some sort of tick-borne illness on these genetically modified critters. Then he's talked about the boxes of ticks that were released. All these farmers found these boxes of ticks. Someone even put it on camera. Showed the helicopter, so they got caught while they were doing it. The helicopter dropping it, so they can't deny it, man. That's right. And so, you know, the pestilences, the war, it's all coming down to an end, to a head. Somebody can have a good 2 and 6. Somebody hold Joel.
Habakkuk chapter 2 and 6 shall not all be...
I'm sorry, 2, 1 and 2.
This Habakkuk 2 and 1, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run and read it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
So the prophecies are not tarrying anymore, they're coming. All right? They're coming, and they're coming hard. All right? And there's nothing that anybody can do about it. All right? The Lord is doing all these things around the world. He's sent floods, people have been drowning. All right? He sends fire, people have been burning. He sent earthquakes, people have been dying in earthquakes. And bombs are flying, people are dying in wars. All right? And it's happening all over the earth. So this is the Lord doing this. See, this is a difference, because people always love to run their mouth and say, they've been saying after generation after generation. They said it 50 years ago. They said it 100 years ago. Look, the awakening hadn't happened. Okay? And in all these cases, all the nations of the world were not being drawn to the valley of Jehoshaphat, to the valley of decision. And that is what's going on. The nations of the world are being drawn to the valley of Jehoshaphat. So we know what time it is, man. okay? Because I don't know how many people are aware of it, but Spain is getting kicked, has been or in the process of getting kicked out of NATO. All right, Israel is posturing to fight Turkey because Turkey, even though it's a NATO nation, Turkey is calling shots in Syria. And the Israelis are making Syria out to be their enemies when the Syrians ain't done shit to them. All right? I ain't seen the Syrians drop one bomb, kidnap one Israeli, nothing. I've seen them do absolutely nothing to any Israelis, so I don't understand what the issue is between them. But nevertheless, Turkey is now being looked at sideways by the Israelis, and now what the question was, well, if they get into this war, to this spat, will America, will the rest of Europe come against the Turks with the rest of with America and Israel? And it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
I got a precept.
All right, so that the house is extremely divided. Go ahead, brother.
No, because the elder had made a point. He was saying that people have been saying, oh, this is going to happen for 100 years, 50 years. Hey, like he said, all the signs are leading up to right now, though. The scripture talk about being occupied in prophecy. All right? But they've been talking about this way before this. Before you was born. Before your grandma was born. This is 2 Peter 3 and 4. It says, this 2 Peter 3 and 3. It says, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days, and these are the last of the last days. According to the book of Hebrews, the 1st chapter, when Yahushua died and rose again and was seated at the right hand of the Father, that was the beginning of the last days. So the last days started 2,000 years ago, according to the scriptures, over 2,000 years ago. But it says that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking according to their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. For this they are willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of Yahweh the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out the water and in the water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word kept in store. And this is what this is leading to, what the elder is going into, the Third World War.
Can I make a point? Well, not only that, as he's reading that scripture, as he's reading those group of scriptures, all the times in the past, 50 years ago, 100 years ago, and whenever ago, they didn't have the capability of making the whole world burn with fire. Nope. That's a now thing. So that's how you know it's talking about right now. Sort of at that point.
No, that was perfect. It says, verse 7 again, 2 Peter 3 and 7, it says, and the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
Right, and those ungodly men be Esau and Edom, because they are the rulers of this current wicked evil system that we live in. So they're the current rulers of the world, and it's funny how, I just find it entertainingly funny how Edomites love to brag about all their colonization and their conquering of this and conquering of that. We conquered you, blah, 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 blah. But as soon as you put out in the Bible that the wicked will be the ones that do that, that the wicked will be ruling in the last days, then all of a sudden, it's offensive.
It's hate speech.
There is hate speech. Well, no, it wasn't hate speech when you were bragging and putting up videos how we conquered you, how we civilized you spiritually, and you treating them as savages in the Americas, how we civilized you.
Yeah.
But then when you point out that that's what the wicked would do, and all of a sudden they got a problem with their own history.
Then they used to say that when I was a shorty, they used to say the civilization started in Rome, it started in Greece. Look, the scriptures say in Maccabees, the 1st chapter, in like the 9th verse, evils were multiplied upon the earth when the Romans came in power.
When the Greeks came into power. Well, when Alexander of Macedon boldly proclaimed himself to be Greek, when he took on that heritage and that identity. Because I watched the AI video with
Go ahead, brother.
I watched the AI video with what's his name? The dude that played Achilles, Brad Pitt, and it was funny. The movie, the video was funny. He was complaining about history. He was complaining about this hag Helen. You know, she was dark, looked like him. He said if we just saw this dark hag with the ships would have turned around, it wouldn't have been no war. And then he went and grabbed the little chick, you know, that little bitty chick that's supposed to be playing Achilles. And you know, and he ragged down
funny,
her.
man.
And you know, and so but see, his issue is that Edomite men, they don't understand is that history as they know it has been completely whitewashed.
Yeah.
All right, what American history, European history combined have been completely whitewashed because Alexander took over Greece from brown melanated men. Memnon, there are relics of Memnon that are still around today. And Memnon, where you at, Yeridon? Right here. Memnon looked like him. He's described like him in the history, and all the relics of Memnon, he looks like him. Because, as a matter of fact, there's a whole story about how Achilles didn't want to fight Memnon. So apparently Memnon was this great warrior himself, right, when he was a young man. So the point being is that the history and the relics make this Memnon. But Hollywood, you know, made that, the one actor who played the,
I know.
you know what I'm talking about. He on the,
For this little guy?
right, he's on the McDonald's commercials now, which shows you how bad why thank you, brother. Yeah, stand to the side, brother. No, he was telling why he's standing in front of the camera. He was. He's getting a good shot of your back, brother. But it's all good. But to show you how far Hollywood has fallen, that an actor as good as that guy, I can't think of his name right now. He was in an X-Men movie. He's been in tons of movies.
Yeah, he got that deep ass voice.
He's got a heavy voice. Yeah, he's a great actor. He's been in a ton of movies.
That wasn't Rip Torn, was it?
No.
I was thinking
I
about
can
being
see,
alike.
but
They
you know
look
what?
alike.
They kind of look alike. I can see why you could say that. They do kind of look alike. But
Yeah.
nevertheless, he's doing
I'm loving
He's
it.
doing right. He's doing
Nigga.
McDonald's commercials now. What's her name? Jennifer Garner. She went from being Electra to doing TV and insurance and travel commercials.
Hollywood fell
Because
off.
they ain't got the, yeah, I've been noticing
Got my bitch out here like that.
you see a lot of A-list, former A-list celebrities doing commercials. Okay? Okay, but back into the scripture.
I got one more verse in there. It says, "But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. And the Lord is not slack." So that was like 2 days to the Lord, even if it felt like a long time to you. It said, "The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish." It says to usward, not willing, which means the elect claim. The elect got to be sealed. Not willing that any shall, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. But the day of Yahweh will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. And that's thermonuclear war. Pursuing to Isaiah the 34th chapter. It said, "And the elements shall melt with fervent heat." So all this wood, all this concrete, all this steel, thermonuclear missiles are going to nuke that.
And that's the only thing that can melt this. As a matter of fact, to give an example, that how the Lord is sending plagues and pestilences, that heat wave over in Europe has killed thousands of people, almost more than 2,500, going on 3,000 plus people. It's literally melting the street lamps and the stop signs, the red lights. The cars are melting. All right, the concrete is melting. The birds are landing and getting cooked. All right,
Damn.
their feet getting stuck in the rubbery shit.
Fried chicken.
They can't get pulled. They can't pull their feet out and they burn up.
People can't walk their dogs.
People can't walk their dogs. You're right. It's the Lord is really messing this place up, and then people still want to scoff and pretend like these things aren't happening. The world is not a normal place right now.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
It says, the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of Yahweh, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. So all signs lead to this happening right here. This is the end of the end. Nevertheless, according to his promise, look for a new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. Because in the kingdom, which will be established on earth, that's what righteousness is going to be established. But it has to get burned first, and it has to get purged. You know, they used to tell us back in the day, and I say it all the time, you can't put sugar on shit and call it the sandwich, boy. Hey, no.
Or they put some boo-boo on a cone and call it ice cream.
Yeah, call it some ice cream.
Just because you put some sprinkling chocolate chips on it, it's still shit.
It's still shit. So that's how it is. For all you pro-black niggas, all you niggas in the Pan-African community, all you stupid-ass niggas in ISUPK talking about building the Israelite community in America, it's still gonna be homosexuals walking around outside. It's still gonna be pedophiles. It's still a nigga gonna be standing on the corner with his fucking pants right here. We ain't gonna, how you can't make no kingdom in it.
Absolutely not.
Damn, he look like your nephew.
Absolutely not.
He look kind of like your other nephew.
Which one? Hassan?
Yeah.
I didn't see his face. I don't see it.
They got the same look.
But nevertheless,
You know, I cut him this one, yeah.
yeah. Well, he got cut a few
On
times.
95th.
Yeah, he got cut a few
He
times.
was cut. He was just cut when he seen me. He was cut. Then I really started cutting.
This 2 Ezra chapter 15 and 8, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continue.
And they still hanging our people. Right? It is 2026, and in the last 6 weeks or so, something like almost a dozen of our people have been hung here in America, and every one of the hangings were classified as a suicide, including one guy who had 2 broken legs. Well, somehow, some dude who had 2 broken legs still able to go and hoist himself up and say goodbye, old cool, and you know, and jump from a chair, whatever the hell.
It was the adrenaline.
It was the adrenaline. He wanted to die so badly that he ignored the pain of his 2 broken legs and stood up, climbed up still, and put the rope around his neck, and then, you know, and hung himself. Yeah, this in your the police department said these were all self-inflicted. All right? Now imagine the outrage if 12 so-called white people were hung across America, in predominantly so-called black neighborhoods. All right? Imagine that, the outrage. Okay? No one, you know, no one would say, you know, that, oh, well, they did it to themselves. Okay? You best believe that.
Yeah, a little bit more.
Go ahead, brother.
This is verse 9, and therefore saith Yahweh, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
Yeah, so every drop, every bit of blood that you shed of these people is going to be paid for. Like it or not. All right? Let's throw some trash out. All right? Every drop of blood that was spilled to these people will be redeemed, and you will pay for it, man. You good? Just walk on through, brother.
Appreciate it, brother, man. Y'all go.
Yeah, there's no getting around it, man. The Lord said he would not acquit the wicked. Okay? The wicked will not be acquitted for what they've done, man. You know, that proud ass Edomite was talking about, yeah, we did it. That's what we do, it's tradition. And then you know y'all can't swim. Well, you know, that's a stereotype. A lot of Jake can't swim. And that particular guy happened to be a strong swimmer. He was an athlete. But I don't care how well you swim. You know, you ain't no damn Navy SEAL. Look, you're not gonna swim out in the middle of the ocean You know,
Hell yeah, you know what fuck you talking about.
you know, you're not gonna swim out in the middle of the ocean, skyscraper deep water. You know, about 2-3 miles straight down. Okay? All right? You know, you're not gonna swim against ocean currents, man. You know, it's one thing to be, you know, to swim back to shore from a boat, but they take you out there with them ocean currents, man. You know, I don't care who you are. So, and you know, and some clown, I said that on one of the videos, some clown said, this guy was a strong swimmer, and I left it at that. All right, then someone with the intelligence, but then I have to remember, not a lot of people have intelligence. All right, but this guy was apparently not strong enough.
Right, I seen that shit.
You know, so I made a response that really cut the fuck out of him. All right, and where he gonna look like an asshole if he responds to my response. All right, that's how you gotta treat these people. But clearly, I said, well, that's evidence that he was murdered. All right. And I said, you know, and I said, then you don't know how exhausted he was from the fight. They jumped on him and beat him up. You know, he was trying to fight off, you know, God knows how many, because it was his 3 friends, but you know the other Edomites jumped in. All right? So you don't know how tired and exhausted he was, how many people he was fighting before they even threw him in the water. You don't know the condition he was in when they threw him in the water. He might have been dead when he hit the water. You don't know. But all things will be revealed, man. All right? And his death, you know, give me that scripture. Whoever died being innocent. I think it's in I think it's in Samuel. Yeah, then the Lord, he asked the question. Bring it out, brother.
It's Job 4 and verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off?
Or where were the righteous cut off? Now give me the one in Samuel. But yeah, he said, where were the righteous cut off? See, he wasn't righteous anyway, because I already said it. He's dead for 2 reasons. He and his parents scoffed the Hebrew prophets. That's why he's dead. Because they clicked on the videos, all right, and they probably uplifted and tried to and love on each other. Or they said we gotta hate, you know, Edomites. You know? So he and his parents scoffed or dismissed the Hebrew prophets. As simple as that. That's what they did. Buffalo. Big buffalo. Busload of them. All right? Curses fell on them big time, because these heathen women are putting Judites to fucking shame.
Oh, yeah.
They really are, man. Some brothers don't like to hear that, but it's true, man. All right? Definitely in America. And I'm talking about collective. All right? It ain't like you're not going to see some fine ass Judites. I'm talking about road bad about 3 minutes. But collectively, the heathen women are putting our women to shame, and that's part of the curses. And that's gonna change. Okay, the Lord gonna give back our women that Thelma from Good Times look. Because when I was a little kid, that's how the majority, almost every so-called black woman you looked at. You know, look, Lola Falana. Man, come on, man. You remember Lola? Yes, sir.
I got that.
Go ahead, brother.
This is 2 Samuel 1 and 27. It says, how are the mighty fallen and the weapons of war perish? Meaning, you know, this man is a mighty. That's not the one looks like.
No.
Yeah, he got it. That was for Job 4 and 7. Yeah.
That's something in Samuel. Maybe it's who I kill him I'm thinking of something. Yeah, I'm thinking of something else. That I kill if you make who kill if you make it alive. I got that. Matter of fact, read that again. Somebody read that Job 4 and 7. Read it in the NLT. Maybe I'm thinking of another.
I got that scripture.
Go ahead, brother.
1 Samuel chapter 2 in verse 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up.
So the Lord allowed, what's his name? Nolan Wells to die, man. All right? Because he said not even a sparrow falls out the sky without him giving the say so. Everything is checked, you know. If the Lord doesn't send the spirits, those murderous spirits, to even eat them until it's on someone he meant for them to die. All right? Because that was a punishment. Like I said, Nolan probably clicked off. Look, all his friends was Edomites. So he was watching the video, you know, and then he saw that his white friends were the Edomites, and he didn't like that. He clicked off. Boy, he scoffed it. And his parents probably did the same. And now look at Nolan. See, you think that didn't happen, but that's exactly what's happening. Because you don't live on this planet today and not know about the Hebrews. So, because there's one or two things. You ask the average person about the Hebrews, they're either gonna be with it or they're gonna be against it. And if they're against them, they're on that God love everybody doctrine, which isn't scriptural, or they just don't believe in the Bible and think it's all best anyway. And guess what? A person like that got more chance than you cheese and rice worshipers. Okay? Shalom, buddy, man. Right? Go ahead, bro.
So Job 4 verse 7, the NLT, stop and think. It says, stop and think. Do the innocent die? When have the upright been destroyed? It says in the KJV, remember, I'll read it again.
No, it's a lock here, brother. I missed it. Read it again.
It says, stop and think. Do the innocent die? When have the upright been destroyed?
There you go. Do the innocent die? When do the upright? Because it's a brother out there that's calling on the name of Yahweh Shem Shai, and he'd have walked past a mad, crazy patriot brother type dude sitting in the car looking for somebody, and they, you know, the Lord put a screen over him. All right. I always say that these garments are cloaks. You put on these garments and you almost disappear.
God knows.
All right? There'll be people walk by and you know them, they'll look at you, they don't even see you. And they just keep on in there. And you like, damn, look at them trying to work. Oh shit, just lost another plane. You know? And then they don't know nothing about work. Well, it feels like it, but yeah. So the Lord shields you when you need to be shielded, man. And and then he wants you to be revealed, he reveals you.
Oh, you good?
Oh, you good. Go ahead. But yeah, you know, and that's just the way the Lord gets down, man. Bring it out, brother.
It's the book of Zechariah 11 and verse 5. It says, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Exactly. They slay us day in and day out, and then they hold themselves not guilty, man. This is what they do. This is their MO. Has been since the Mayflower. Okay? Yeah, she done with him. She done with him.
She had to pick it up. She was just looking at her. She was like, yeah. Look.
Yeah, she pulling away from him. Man, I wish I had it on camera.
Smoke.
See, right. Murph, when you just said how they make it.
Yeah. Come we do this shit, man.
You're like, baby, I'm sorry. Why couldn't you be black like that? No, it's beautiful though. That's a whole other topic. We gonna stay on this Valley of Jehoshaphat right now.
Yeah.
That's
It's about 10 and 8.
and that Edomite chick was dealing with Nolan Wells too. That means, you know,
It's gonna come out. That's probably why they were mad.
Yeah.
They got, you know, especially because he was over there with them. But all them other Edomites, they weren't with you. They weren't your friends, man.
he was built black.
Oh, you good?
You know? Yeah, he was in shape.
Over there playing ball, young nigga.
You know? He had that midsection going on.
Yeah.
He got his little cuts going on.
He got the broad shoulders.
You know?
Tall.
He was real
He got the
athletic
front.
looking.
Oh, y'all good?
Okay. You know, so there was a lot of hate going on that young man. That young man was put together. You know, and them pale males didn't like it that they women was people.
Exactly.
Being bold.
That's just the truth about it, man.
You know, them white women talk to you with their hands.
Lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they run. They come up and they grip your shoulders and your biceps, your triceps. They want to fight.
And they squeeze it a little bit. It says, and they whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And
Yeah.
they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happens, man. Okay, and you would think, you know, one of my guys died, man. I'm gonna be very, very remorseful, and I'm gonna be angry. And I'll probably be trying to look for him and find him.
Yeah.
You know, I used to pride myself on how, you know, I did a whole tour. You know, my whole tour active duty in the Marine Corps, and I never lost one item. You know, people lose a lot of shit. I basically, when I turned in all my gear, I had everything, man. I had extra shit. I don't even know how I got the extra shit, but which I kept most of it. But I turned in, I didn't lose anything, and I'd be damned if I'm gonna lose a man. All right. So if I lost one of my men, man, I'm gonna be all kind of messed up. How is it that your homie is missing on an island and nobody's looking for him? Nobody.
It's just the honorable, like it's in the scriptures. When Jonathan and Saul fell, all right, the men that Saul showed favor, the men of Jabesh in his lifetime, they went back and fought them Hamites. After them Hamites smoked the whole Israel, just that group of men went back and cooked them niggas, bro.
Just to get his body.
Just to get their dead bodies back, so them Hamites couldn't say they defiled the kings, bro. So that's in what he's saying is that's just in the Israelite man's culture.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah, and he right.
they went to risk their life over a
They
dead
risked
body,
their
bro.
life to go get their bros who was already dead.
Just so they couldn't profane.
Okay? That's love for you. That's respect for you, man. And so these are supposed to be his homies, man. Go
You
on,
good?
And they supposed to be
doing?
his guys, and they just left them. Nobody went back for them.
Yeah.
One of them.
Not one of them, man.
All their accounts private.
And they made their accounts private
Lawyered up,
initially,
lawyered up.
and they lawyered up, and then they parents,
and Mama Judge.
and then their parents did the same thing, to shut down their social media. Then and his mama, the judge came on and said she did it to protect the children and blah blah blah. First of all, these ain't children; these are men. These are young men. These are no fucking children. All right, and the reality of the matter is that your son and his friends more than likely murdered this young man. All right, and could none of them deal with
Josh.
could none of them deal with him man to man, man. None of them. Okay? None of them. They couldn't have dealt with him man to man.
Oh no, not at all.
They
know
right.
that.
That's why
he paid.
they just would have came on out, you know. They tried to go head up with him. You know, you already know what would have happened.
Yeah.
That's us too, bro. Hey, that's us too.
Hey, thank you, brother.
Hey, multiple blessings gonna come.
Yeah,
with
he
that,
gonna be
man.
blessed, man. You know, them jigaboos with a mark.
That's us
You
too,
know
bro.
That's J car right there. Leave that alone. That's J truck right there.
Who's in that Bronco?
Nobody. This car right there.
Yeah, don't be speaking up for these heathens, man.
Yeah, let that ass get through.
All right, you're not allowed to talk. Let's see what
I seen them pull up in that shit. Them was some white motherfuckers.
I got precepts.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Zephaniah 3:8. It says, therefore wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey, for my determination to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Going back to that Jehoshaphat and that fire that y'all was talking about earlier.
And that's what you got to understand. The Lord is gathering those nations to that part of the world so he can hand out judgment to them. That is exactly what's going on, like it or not, believe it. All right, and like you said, it seems like everything's normal, but here in America, you're about to find out real quick that everything's not normal. All right, because once that war started again, when they started, overnight, oil went up 5%. And that's been, what, 3 days now?
3 days.
So I can only imagine how more, we can have real serious effects on prices of everything again, going to shoot up again.
Right? The reserves are damn near depleted. So when the reserves get depleted, 60% of the oil we get and use here is from Canada.
And Canada ain't messing with us.
So when Canada say fuck you,
we're about to be at war with Canada and Mexico.
Exactly.
All right? Mexico and Canada is no longer allies to America, man. Y'all gotta understand that.
that's right.
America's never been in this position it is in. And it's in the position it is in because of those that wear the smaller hats.
Right.
All right? Those that wear the smaller hats are the reason that you're in this. And you support them. I took a picture of a map. I don't know if I sent it to this phone yet. It might still be in that one that I'm. But basically, it showed you state by state how many millions and billions are going to them, man. And it's sickening. All right? Your taxes aren't building your roads, your schools, your neighborhoods. It's going to them, the wearers of smaller hats. That's what it's going to. Bring it out.
This is Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
Break it down.
Hey man, the NATO and EU and all these other nations, they starting to hate the whore, man. And what's going to be brought to this place is nuclear destruction, along with the chariots destroying this place, man.
Yes.
That's the end game, man.
And that's where we at.
Yep.
And not only that, you got to also add in the MOTV.
Yep.
That we're that close to the digital system, man.
Man, it's okay.
All right.
Data centers.
Right. What do you think those surveillance centers are for? Just call them what they are.
Yeah.
What do you think those surveillance centers are for? And they want to make those surveillance centers military posts.
That's right. So you can't attack them.
So yeah.
So and that's what this war is all
So
about.
they're probably going to put armed soldiers at each one. It's going to be a station now. Okay.
They're gonna need
That's going to be your duty station.
Yeah.
Surveillance center security. All right. Just like I back in the day got sent to Naval Weapons Station Concord to be security system for the special stuff. All right. That's special too. They're going to have security forces there. Okay.
that shit is gonna drink up so much water, people are gonna try to attack it. You're gonna be out of clean water because of all these damn data centers, man.
Surveillance centers.
Surveillance centers.
They're gonna be in front of
Right.
that bitch like Greenland with that nigga Gerard Butler.
Yeah, man.
Remember when they had the city that blocked off?
Oh, now
they
that
was
you-
around that motherfucker with the big ass guns.
Exactly. And now that you mention it, Greenland, he's also talking about taking Greenland by violence again too.
Yeah.
So this dude is a madman, man.
Yeah.
All right. So now Canada is our enemy. Mexico is our enemy. This dude he's making everybody our enemy, man. Okay. And a lot of you Americans seem to be okay with it.
Yeah, they're okay with it. They just want to be.
You have no idea
brown
what's
man.
about to happen to you.
Not the white man. They're concerned about the brown man. You know what I mean?
Immigration. Go ahead, bring it out, brother.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yea, also because he transgresses by the wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations.
He's a parasite that can't keep at home. He take his nasty ass everywhere and bite people and infect them with his shit. Okay? And steal their resources. Yeah. Right? He's a vampire. You know, if you saw the last video I did, I think it was the last one, the one before, I did the whole breakdown of the underworld. Right? And Edomites really are like vampires. Okay? They can't really stay out in the light too long. They do all their dirt in the darkness.
They drink blood. They eat
They
blood.
definitely eat flesh and blood. That's fact. Matter of fact, I just watched a video I have to do a response to, where the FBI was caught trafficking kids and helping with the adrenochrome shit, man. So your law enforcement, the people who are supposed to be protecting you and keeping you, they're corrupt, all right? And they're some of the biggest breakers of the law. People who wear the badge are some of the biggest breakers of the law. So who's gonna? And then they got the nerve to come snatch you up for you doing something wrong and bring you into a court to judge you, and they done done all kind of shit.
I told you about the lady. I forget the bitch name. She a wicked ass Mexican. They was calling her El Diablo, but she was taking these Mexican girls from the village, like these girls that be little prostitutes and shit, getting little teenage pregnancies and stuff like that. Just these little ghetto chicks in the village.
Yeah.
They be like 15 with a baby, 16, 18, like some girls that take care of the kids. She had a little center for them. She would act like she was taking them in, and she was running the whole farm. She'd do fake abortions. So what she'd do is she'd take the babies. If the girl lives, they'd sex traffic the girl, they'd just put her to death too. But what they'd do is they'd take the babies, and she'd sell them to the Americans for $250,000.
And that's
and then they sell death benefits.
Organs?
Yeah, the organs. But they was doing that through the FBI and the CIA. Ain't nobody just said, oh, here goes the baby. I'm walking across the border with these babies. Yeah, they was doing it.
Yeah, hey, you gotta remember when those dock workers found those containers full of babies, man. Yeah. All right, you remember when those dock workers found those containers full of babies? When babies being sold here in America. All right, there's a lot of evil and a lot of wickedness that's done here in this country. It really is, man.
Listen, Jason Statham, he got a new movie coming out. I forget what it's called, but he the plot of the movie is human trafficking. He's in a fucking dockyard. He opens up one of those big ass, what you call them, containers, and it's full of people, man.
This last movie with Michael Pena was on the same thing. Some trafficker stole Michael Pena's daughter.
Imitates life.
And right, and so he was a construction worker. He was the top guy on the construction site working for Michael Pena. And
oh yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, I know what you used to do. Can you help us? And you know, and you know, because he was like, Green Beret Special Forces type dude, you know, in the foreign military.
Yeah.
So he ended up doing what? Going against a bunch of traffickers, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called Mutiny.
Yeah,
coming out in August.
That's a new one. And I actually messed with that dude, so I checked out his movie.
Yeah.
His movies actually usually are really good too.
The Furious that just came out from the same people that made The Raid.
Yeah. I actually watched it.
The plot of the movie, they show you the dark web and torturing and raping kids, doing all type of shit, snuff films. They showing you this shit right in the movie, man. This is what they do, man.
Yeah.
All right? Hey, you gotta understand, the internet is like this big. The dark web is like this fucking big, man. There's all type of madness and debauchery on the dark web.
They had my man. You get anything if they caught that nigga the dreadhead Robert, the dread pirate.
I had absolutely nothing about that.
That nigga was
how
a
you get to the dark web, where to find it.
That nigga was a mob. He give you anything you want. You want a motherfucking human head, a brick of cocaine, a gun,
everything.
He had the before Amazon was a thing, bro. This nigga had Amazon on the dark web.
Yeah.
But he was having this nigga have anything shipped to your door. He named himself after a nigga in a fucking pirate. Look it up, the Dread Pirate Robbers. But this nigga, before Amazon was out, this nigga had Amazon.
He was your go-to guy.
A bug out.
He was your go-to guy.
A straight Edomite. Getting you all
I need a baby to sacrifice.
Whatever.
You want it to your front door?
Yes.
No emotion, no filter.
That's based on that nigga idea, bro.
Yeah. This is what goes on in this world.
Wow.
And you niggas want to try to build up in this world? This world is wicked, man. It's full of infirmity, as it is written in 2nd Ezra, man. It hasteth fast to pass away, man. All right? Unspeakable wickedness is happening right now to babies, to children, to elderly, disabled people, man. Everybody is on the menu, man. And it's all on the dark web. They showed you that in that movie with Idris Elba on Netflix, man. I think it's called Luther. They fucking tune in to watch people get tortured live.
Yeah.
They tune in all around the world, man. Yeah. And what do you see? 90% of them that's tuning in are Edomites, pale males.
It's been so many movies on that subject matter, so many. All right?
But they doing it to desensitize you.
When you go back to that 80s movie, Lionheart, with what was it, either 80s or early 90s movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme. All right? Lionheart, and basically, it was that, that underground, no holds barred fighting. Anything goes. And there was always super rich people there. All right? There's always the super wealthy. And you also have the people watching over the satellites.
Exactly.
You have the people tuning in.
Hey,
That will, you know, that will
hey,
watch.
what's up?
Exactly.
What's up? Hey,
Exactly. All right. Hey, High Park General, man.
Will.
Shit, what's it called? The Squid Games. It's wealthy people watching motherfuckers get off, man.
Yeah.
This is based
Where
on
you,
true
where you
events,
think
man.
where you think the money is coming from?
Exactly.
For the pot.
Exactly.
Right, from the people paying for the subscriptions to watch. Okay? To watch you gamble your life away, you know, trying to win something. All right? That's him?
Demon, that's what he called it. Silk Road.
Wow.
That's what he called it. But it was on the dark web. This nigga was selling everything. Guns, bricks,
Whatever you wanted.
whatever you fucking wanted, man. They make this nigga a hero
He was
too.
like Lenny from Good Time.
Damn.
That nigga opened up his coat.
Everything you need.
He saw let this nigga out of jail too.
Man.
And I got Plenty.
Right. Straight debauchery.
Oh no, they gave him life. They gave him life.
He be getting put to death,
They
man.
said criminal penalty, life imprisonment without the possibility of parole.
Well, you know why they did that to him?
They got this nigga up here like a
because-
hero.
Well,
boy.
first of all, he
look
got
like
a
Charlie
German
Brown.
last name. All right.
So he might be.
And he didn't
This
he
nigga.
didn't let the wearers of the smaller hats get their profits. And because if he allowed them to get their profits, he'd still be operating.
He didn't check in.
He didn't check in.
Check in with Debo.
He
Right.
ain't check in with
He
Big U.
He didn't check in with the Matzo gang, man. All right. Them dudes with the black hats and the curly things rolled up,
The Dreidel boys.
right?
Dreidel
You
boys.
know, said the Godfather wants to see you. Right?
He Stone. He owned that.
Hey, that's what's coming when 911 ain't.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what though? Right. And she was hurrying up trying to get in that car too.
It'll be fucked up if y'all find out Mo was an angel the whole time. He just transformed to some big ass 13-foot nigga, bro. Chopping niggas with a big ass axe. Yeah, them fuckers just boot up. It's gonna fuck y'all up when y'all find that out. You see, you're gonna be saying all will and shit. The Chicago version, yeah, it's there, bro.
Hey, but you know what though? The thing is,
Look at him, he only eat it like
she
that.
walking around.
Literally.
We all saw her ass.
Yeah, oh yeah.
All right, her cheeks, she had too much booty, and her cheeks was hanging. Yeah, you could have called that chick Mo cheeks.
Yeah, you put her in the shower.
She did. She had a whole lot of cheeks. They were kind of cellulite, so really not really my flavor. But they were hanging out. Okay, and that dude rolled right up on her.
Yeah.
And if you decide to push her in the car and get in with her, I wasn't gonna intervene.
Nope.
Not my business. Say back to the next scripture.
Yep.
It's not my
Right?
fight.
Not my problem.
It's not my
Yeah, he
fight.
showed you that in the book of Eli.
Eli, he said it's
Yeah.
not my fight. It's not my fight.
That nigga didn't get shot till he started fucking with that bitch. This nigga went like 50 years. They said it was like 50 years.
He done went across the whole country on foot. Survived all kind of shit.
All he did was follow the spirit. He said, the spirit say go west. And he said, I can smell it. She said, what? He said, the ocean. We almost here. Because he remember how shit was.
Yeah.
Fuck around with this goofy
Well,
ass
they
old
said
shit
that when you blind, because that was the whole thing about the movie. He didn't realize he was blind until the end of the movie. All right, that's how he showed us the power of the Lord. All right, that this blind man was fighting off all these attackers. He can't even see.
He was walking by faith.
He was walking by faith and not by sight. The Lord did it. So once you understand it, it's like, you know, that's the power of the Lord. Go ahead, read.
Shout out to Huddy.
Yeah, and they show you real quick. So like, and they show you that a woman gonna need a man for that comfort.
Yeah,
Ain't
absolutely.
nothing else gonna do it. That's all I want to say. A man of the Lord.
Yeah.
Because he was a spiritual man. He
And,
was a
and,
man of
and,
the Lord.
and the other women to get the other kind of comfort, you know, like that woman who had to, you know,
Chained up with the dudes.
she had to swallow all them kids, all them dudes and stuff. When he said, you know, he said that's the one thing about there being no showers. You can smell hijackers a mile off. And the dude came out, man, I am impressed.
Yeah.
We're what, at least 30 feet away? What does
Yeah.
that say about our hijackers?
Right.
Right. You 30
Yeah.
feet away and I can smell you, man. You stank.
You remember, he was trying to keep himself clean.
And guess what? she had to pop all them.
Yeah.
All of them was busting at her. And on her, she had to deal with that.
She told the other girls
That was the way
to move.
that's the way she ate. All right? And then after he killed them all, after he gave them all the righteous sword, which they deserved, she asked, can I come with you?
No.
He's like, no, dirty bitch, hell no.
Funky ass.
Got a choice in that day too.
All right? Because, you know, and she got put in that position, God, you know, you could do a movie just on her story. So, how she got there. Okay? And once she right, okay? The Lord left her right where he wanted her to be. You done left your man, you done cheated on your man, yeah. Right.
And that day,
When you done jump man for man,
now he got
now you get a cruel man and they jumping all over you when they feel like it. When they want you, and they shoot you, see you feel like it. And then every now and then they throw you a can of peaches.
I
Right?
told my baby
But if
mama
you
that
want some
one time.
protein, you know how you gotta get it. Right. Right. You gotta get right. You know how to get your protein.
I told my son mama that, but no, my daughter mama. I said, bitch, you gonna serve one man or six.
There it is.
And I ain't with her no more. Bitch, you gonna serve one man or six. And
more than likely,
got an option in this society.
And more than likely, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Man, I hope so.
Because you said it. Right? More than likely, you prophesied. She ain't doing the work you want.
Man, that bitch to change her name to some Kareem. Well, that
Now
bitch.
she Afro.
Yeah, I told her that. I said, when I leave, you gonna be a fucking Moor or something.
Yeah.
And she did it. She got a whole ID, El Baturi, some bullshit. Got the fucking hat, yeah. I said, this bitch lost
I had a
her mind.
Mexican come in and I was sober.
Yeah, that's that Moor. He ran into them dudites. And they done gave some doctor. That's that jailhouse shit. Go ahead, man.
It's Wisdom of Solomon 12 and verse 3.
Somebody nigga want to tell me he's sovereign and we locked up. Freak, man. That's some jailhouse shit. That more science, all these niggas got their little spot. Nigga, we
Now,
locked
so the
up.
camera on there close up, y'all having this conversation.
about
We having this
this
deep conversation as you pan out, y'all both behind bars.
Niggas locked up. How the fuck?
And you looking at him like, nigga, we free? Grab the ball.
Jake,
You free? How you sorry?
has to go.
Oh,
They have to
So your
go.
mind on the other side of these bars? Fuck out of here.
Jake gotta go, man. Go ahead, man.
Wisdom of Solomon 12 and verse 3. For it was thy will to destroy by the hands of our fathers both those old inhabitants of thy holy land, whom thou hatest for doing most odious works of witchcraft and wicked sacrifices, and also merciless murderers of children, and devourers of man's flesh and feast of blood.
That's another reason why the Lord is drawing the nations, especially Esau, over to the valley of Jehoshaphat. Because of the things that you're continually doing to children in America and abroad. This is just not an American thing. Europeans are doing it.
Yeah.
You're doing it everywhere.
You know, Amalek has a thing to where they'll have sex with a woman of another nation, and they believe the seed line is through the mother, and then they'll just go ahead and sacrifice their own children.
Yeah. Which goes to show you, you know, these aren't the people. But yeah, Amalek gets, you know, they get the heathen women, the other heathen women, pregnant, all right, and then they'll take those children, and then those children are tortured for the adrenochrome. Like you said, the FBI just got caught being involved in the adrenochrome sting. FBI was found to be a part of it. All right, certain agents. So, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, man. And then you also come across all these articles and these stories on Newsbreak, cops getting caught abusing children, you know, and doing things to children. This happened. Police are doing it too. All right, and then you even you find out that certain judges, look, this place is compromised and corrupt.
Oh, the dude just got caught.
It's completely compromised and corrupt, man. You're not gonna get any justice here.
I think it was this week or last week. It was recently, but the nigga who house they used for the Home Alone house. Yeah, they got caught. They caught his fucking files. This dude had so much kitty porn on him. He just went and killed himself.
Wow.
He just went and killed himself.
Now he fucked up those residuals.
He just went and killed himself.
that's one of the most successful movies of all time, man.
Yeah, Home Alone.
Across generations, man. All right, that's a tourist attraction.
Yeah.
All right,
That nigga was down some bad.
people, you know, take tours to go tour that neighborhood and see that house, man.
I want to go see the house.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to see it now.
And then this dude, damn.
Man.
So now he done darkened the
He done fucked
legacy.
up niggas' childhood, man. You know, that shit came out when I was a shorty. Kevin McAllister.
Yeah. I remember my mother, you know, all the grandkids would sit around and watch that movie together.
Yeah, Home Alone
So
1,
that
2.
was my nephews and nieces all grew up watching those movies.
Yeah, man. Niggas watching that shit around so-called Christmas time. This dude's a freak, man.
Hold on, this is a Republican. This is just recent. This is a month ago. Hold on 1 second.
That's that dude?
No, this is a Republican senator. Hold on.
A lawmaker
A lawmaker. Hold on 1 second.
supposed to be upholding the Constitution, supposed to be someone who's out to protect and help the people. Let's hear what the senator did. Right?
Right now.
How Bill Burr say, so what did this senator motherfucker do? Man, this Asian motherfucker. He said, I want to hear the rest of the story. I said, yeah. So what did this Asian motherfucker do? Go ahead, bro.
They don't want me to bring it out. Oh, Republican attorney charged with bestiality after raping the family dog.
Oh, yeah, bro. They cover the dog eyes, bro. Like if they show the clips. They cover the dog. Go ahead, man.
Go, man.
And it was a little hot dog.
They put the clip over the dog's eyes.
Yeah, like it was a
Oh my God. Are you serious?
A 56-year-old Houston man has been charged with felony bestiality after his wife caught him raping the family dog on
See, that's the
surveillance
white
cameras.
man.
And this is a Republican
That's all,
senator.
baby.
This is a Republican senator. It says Stephen Swain, a diehard MAGA supporter, was reportedly recorded engaging in sexual acts with the family dog. His wife instilled the cameras after becoming suspicious.
We bought this out on the.
Oh yeah, I remember this story. Now his wife divorced. And
Look at his face. Get out. Put this devil on the camera, man.
And you know what? I wouldn't be shocked if this wife go out and get with Jake.
She is.
Immediately.
That's their retirement plan.
This is who doing this shit.
I hope I'm the Jake.
Clapping the family dog. Come on, man. This who doing this shit. This is who's doing this shit all around the world, man. Whether you're doing it on the home front, you're going to the Philippines. It's like a handicap.
Hey, snapping though. What's up, bro?
That looked like a toy in the kid's toy box.
Yeah, that's a toy car we used to drive.
We got his Jigaboo playing that shit with the family song.
Yeah, they watched some little boy roll by in his caddy, the little toy caddy.
The Hot Wheels.
Oh, you good?
Good.
They want to get shit on the dope.
Yeah. And I'm gonna get rich.
And they work.
Niggas with big ass kids.
Yeah.
They definitely is.
You just get better off getting a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Because you really ain't got no protection in that thing. And I'm willing to bet they ain't wearing the seatbelts to hold them into it.
Nah, them cool ass niggas ain't wearing those.
So they get hit, they flying right out there.
This is old ass Capitals. This is old ass
Yeah, it look like a nose on wheels. That's really what it looks like. Like these niggas riding around with a nose. The nose won't be.
Yeah, dude, look, I was gonna say
Big
it
ass
look like the
Amber-type
kite
nose,
though.
too. Go ahead, brother.
Whatever y'all got to do, this is Daniel 4:17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the man by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High rules in the kingdom of men, and given to whomsoever he will, and set up over the basis of men. So what they were just talking about who's in rulership is truly the basis of men, That's why this Valley of Jehoshaphat that they was going into, it's got to happen. Earth was given into the hand of the wicked. He done defiled the whole planet, defiled the animals. So everything has been defiled and destroyed because the devil's a rulership. He has no concern about what the Lord is telling him. It's clean contrary in the wisdom of Solomon. Everything the Lord tells him don't do, he does.
Yeah. So now you know I kind of inherited 2 pet turtles, right? Somebody close to me died and they had 2 turtles, so just kind of felt obligated to take care of these turtles. And now, you know, and I didn't want, but now I kind of like the turtles, man. And but you know what? You got turtles running around. You got turtles that got herpes.
Yeah.
How the hell does a turtle get herpes?
Edomite.
What the who? Really? How the hell does a turtle get? I tell you how they get herpes. Some freak pervert like that senator.
Yeah.
Freaked off on a turtle.
Like how you so like it? He got caught.
So how did you even? So what was you laying up on the beach in the sunlight? I mean, in the moonlight, and the turtle
All his
came,
ass walking
right,
fast.
and the turtle
You know he's
walked
on
out
the
the
beach, all
water.
his ass walking fast.
Right.
His little rod stood up
Right.
for the first time.
He started hearing the careless whispers in his head, the wind blowing his shit.
Oh man, bro. George Michael.
Right. He went off.
Go to bed.
He went off into the
I'm gonna
bushes.
listen to that shit at the crib.
He went off into the bushes with the turtle.
Oh my lord.
What the?
I hope the snapper turtle get his ass.
Man, I mean, bro.
This is Esau.
I got it right here. I'm holding it, but
My
that-
nigga, bro. I
No,
was
he
holding
had to say that.
I was just holding.
Job 31.
Bro,
Read it. Read it.
yeah, I was holding
Read it. I had it. Read it.
This is the book of Job, chapter 30, verse 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision.
And that younger goes in there being insignificant, you know, because Esau came out then Jacob. But Jacob always was set up to be
Right.
over
As a matter of
Esau.
fact, to prove that it means insignificant, somebody real quick get that. He put by Esau.
Second
Right?
Ezra 13.
You know, get that real quick,
No, second Ezra 3 and 16.
and then finish with that.
Mercy job, man. For real though. Yeah, second Ezra 3 and 16.
Take that lesson. See how fast he came with it like a damn footlocker.
Yeah, nigga.
Go ahead, brother.
Second Ezra 3 and 16. And unto him thou gavest Isaac, talking about Abraham, and unto Isaac also thou gavest Jacob and Esau. As for Jacob, thou didst choose him to thee and put by Esau.
Right. So Esau ass got pushed to the side, man. Okay? So that's why when it says right here that he's insignificant, when he says him that is younger than me, it literally, you okay? It literally means that insignificant, just like he said. You're not important. Read.
This is the book of Job,
And
chapter
this is
30.
why. He a freak.
Yep. Job chapter 30, verse 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to set with the dogs of my flock.
And we are in derision. Okay?
That's what he gonna do.
And
with it.
your dogs are not safe around them. Clearly
Oh
your
my
turtles
gosh.
Clearly your turtles aren't safe around them.
The dolphin ain't safe. Shout out to CEO of Jimmy John. The
Yeah.
horses got caught on the boat clapping the damn dolphin.
Yeah,
man.
the dude that made, they had to make him stand down. He got caught fucking the dolphin. The nigga who made Jimmy John.
Now that man,
1447 called out
that
y'all
man
on
with
the
that
side.
money,
Yeah.
with that amount
Get
of
any
money,
bitch in the
he
world.
can have any woman he wants.
Yeah.
Bad ones too.
Yeah. That's
Echo
it.
and the dolphin.
And they're not with him because he packing meat. They're not with him because for his for his company because he's a suave. They with him because he can pay. But he still got him though.
He a billionaire.
Okay?
I'm
But
not
this
freaking
dude,
no dolphin.
This dude want to freak off on a flipper.
He want to skull fuck a dolphin.
Fuck.
It's a caveman.
He got flipped in the full Nelson.
Oh.
Damn.
This is Esau, man.
Baby oil in the back.
Like the script.
Take that.
Hey, what's Hey,
You know the MMA videos? Quarter Nelson, half Nelson, power Nelson, full Nelson, quarter Nelson. He from flipping that shit, bro. He learned just to do it.
Damn, take that.
And then the dude, the lawyer dude, this nigga getting hot. You wait for because the way he got caught, the dude that was fucking the family dog, his wife was watching him because she assumed that he had an affair. She thought that he was bringing chicks in the house. So she surveillanced him. And what she found was way more disturbing.
Man.
She thought he was buying prostitutes and shit.
Oh my God. And then
And
he
found him freaking with some damn hot dog.
Right.
And then he'll come back and freak his own woman after that, bro.
He probably wasn't
And
freaking
Or
his
he probably
mom.
wasn't. Yeah, he
And
probably
that's why
wasn't.
she figured he was tricking off in the street.
Yeah.
Right, this nigga nuts empty all the time.
Yeah.
He can't get hard for me.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
He got
Yeah.
the
That's
whole
what
time the dog is just running in the basement every time he see this nigga. Dog just,
Trying to get away from him.
man, for real.
Damn, poor little dog.
And it was a little bitty ass hot dog.
Oh,
They covered the dog.
can't stress that enough.
Oh my God, bro.
And this is a Republican senator, man. This is a senator. This is a high-ranking individual in government, man.
This is a person that can walk into the Library of Congress and pick any book from there. I can't do that.
Right.
None of us can.
None of us can do that.
Right.
There's either other high rankings and officials that cannot do that.
Yeah.
This guy can walk into the Library of Congress and get books that we are forbidden to touch because they reveal so much truth.
Hey, he can get pulled over.
One of them too big to fail books.
Yeah.
If this information gets out, it can collapse the whole system. We just can't have everybody.
So he can get pulled over doing 135, flash his credentials. Oh, sorry, sir.
It's done.
Have a good night, Senator. God bless you. You know? And this is the debauchery he's involved in, man.
No, she ain't making that.
Come on, man. But he wants the dog. Right.
They came down this way first.
Yeah.
Just so you know. They came on that
Let me
cross.
get this real quick. This is Book of Job, chapter 30,
Yes,
verse 1.
Shot, man.
But now they that are younger than I have me in derision. Whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Yeah, whereto might the strength of their hand profit me, and whose old age was perished. I'm gonna jump to verse 5. It says, matter of fact, I'm gonna just jump to verse 8. No, verse 5. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them after a thief.
Now, I don't know how true this portion is. We know they got forced up into those Caucasus Mountains. That's what happened. And somebody left a comment on my comment board and said that was Genghis Khan. All right? Somebody have to look into that history. But they did get driven up into those caves.
I doubt it.
All right? I think it was Jake, but nevertheless, it's something for me to research now. Go ahead.
It says to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys.
I know that Genghis Khan did put his foot sideways in Esau's ass.
Yeah, he was putting belt on everybody. All right, and clapping these hoes. It says, verse 6, to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys.
Or it could have been Attila the Hun. It was one of the two.
Oh yeah, he about to get.
See, he about to go to the Third World War.
Yeah, he about to get shipped out.
You all
he
see
going
that?
To the Valley of Jehoshaphat.
He going to the
coming
Valley of Jehoshaphat.
See that? He pulled up in that Jeep. That's what it was all about. Right.
I had this.
Bro, he about to get smoked for a Grand Cherokee, man.
I had to tell this little Ecuadorian chick that, man. Talk about she married this nigga. She didn't even marry. She married him to basically get papers. But this is her best friend's boyfriend.
Right.
Her best friend was born here, so they just together. But
Right.
she married her boyfriend on papers. I said, it don't matter. I grabbed that little bitch. I said, he ain't coming back.
Hey, look.
He ain't coming back.
When I was stationed in
Gave me that nigga smile like Felix the
at
Cat.
Camp Pendleton, Marines did that all the time. Navy guys did it all the time. What they would do is they would marry these women from south of the border, or they would marry these women, and basically it's just so they could get more pay, live off base, and it was just a paperwork marriage. Okay, the chick was, she either was really letting them hit, or she just married them to get benefits and get her citizenship.
Remember I asked
That's
this
it.
girl about that before?
That's all they would
With a
do.
white woman?
Yeah.
She did the same shit.
Okay.
They got to check every month, not capitalize.
Smart.
Hands out.
This is the book of Job, chapter 30, verse 8. They were children of fools. Yeah, children of base men. They were viler than the earth.
That goes back to that Daniel 4:17 that Asha read a little bit earlier. These are the children of those base men, where evil multiplied when they came into leadership. And so this right here was the first part of their downfall.
Yeah.
Okay, after the fall of Rome. All right, when Rome fell, this is what happened to the Edomites. How long happened? All right.
Israelites, man.
Okay.
Listen and learn.
That's what happened to the so-called self-proclaimed white man. Okay, after Rome fell, they got driven up into the Caucasus Mountains. Go ahead, read.
It says, and now I am their song. yeah, I am their byword. So the curses fell upon us, man.
Right.
You know, so these base men, all right, these fools.
They came back down out of those mountains and took over Eurasia and ultimately the world.
Exactly.
All right, and it wasn't but through the power of their own hand. It was through the power of the Lord. Y'all can forget about green dress, man.
Back up the elder. Revelation 20 and 3.
Bring it out.
See, Stone's gonna get him. See it.
Revelation 20, and I'm gonna start at 1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. Bottomless pit represents Europe.
Absolutely.
And the great chain, you know, is going to go into it. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years.
Yeah. So that was that 1,000-year period when that was during the time of the medieval time in the Dark Ages, when Esau loves to put himself as being the Vikings and Scots and the Irish and all, and when he was not. Right? He was, you know, all that stuff that happened in the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th century, that wasn't them. Right? They started coming down out of those mountains in the 13th century, and then they started slowly building their numbers back up and they end up retaking all of Eurasia eventually. Right? But all that stuff that happened, like one of my favorite shows ever was The Last Kingdom.
Absolutely.
And their history, all those things that happened in the last history, as far as historically, most of it was true, and none of those were white men. The Vikings weren't white, neither were the Scots, the Irish, or the Brits. None of them were so-called white at all.
That nigga King
none of them were white. That's all the whitewashed lie. Okay? They came back into power, the Edomites did, and then in the 15th century, late 14th century, 1492, they were pretty much fully back into power, right? And from that point, the Renaissance began, and here we are now to this day.
The rebirth. This brother got a scripture. No, you still hear something? Yeah. Oh, go ahead, finish that.
It's Revelation 20 and 7. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, and he shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea.
So as soon as Esau got into power, he went through deceiving the nations. What was the first thing he did? He painted the image of the saints to a so-called white man.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did. He repainted them. And we've been believing on that ever since.
Yeah.
We have more that false science so-called.
It's called iconoclasm.
That's right.
The iconoclasm, you got the black and white social construct. You got the skull theory. All right, all these lies by Esau Edom is to deceive the nation.
Oh, then they also played with time, talking about millions of years and 20 billion.
65 million years ago.
Right.
Then made some dinosaur bones. Made some dinosaur bones. 65 million. You ain't got that deep ass cinematic voice.
Because they don't want to acknowledge that they were the caves that was barely 1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
They were the cave people. When they went up on their belly, they went. When they got chased up into the mountains. All right?
Drinking out their grandma's skulls.
Eating lice off each other and that sort of thing. They really, you know, they'll admit it, but they'll tell you that was 10,000 years ago. No, nigga, you know, the earth, according to the scriptures, the earth is only about 14,000 years old. Okay?
His form was perfect, bro. That nigga went down the hill, around the camera, through the tree, and off the curve, and past the car, bro. That shit was perfect, bro.
You know that's well, he is Jake.
Smell like all weed too, bro. That nigga, he hit that shit. Bro, that nigga was like, he went through everything. That shit was like Mario. Hey, read that scripture, brother.
First Maccabees 1 and 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years.
Alexander, real people, you know, and we always say, especially when I was young, Esau used to boast Alexander up like Nigga, what? We had
Now
to
we know
read that
why.
shit in 3rd grade.
Yeah, because
That's
Alexander.
his greatest hero.
Yeah, through
Yeah.
Alexander, the Edomites got dominion
For
over the
bread.
earth for the first time. They were a bunch of nobodies, and their women were concubines to everyone else.
Read.
So through Alexander, they got the dominion. That's why they uplift themselves. Go ahead.
Then died in verse 8. Cyrus bear rule everyone in his place.
What you read, Dan, what's that, Daniel, the 11th chapter? That goes into this account as well. Go ahead.
Verse 9. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves, so did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied on earth.
Yeah, so evils were multiplied in the earth. You know, after these Edomites came into power, man. After Alexander's men, because Alexander died, and when when those pale men that you fraudulently and falsely called white, okay, evils multiplied when they came into power. That's what the Bible says. All right, through Alexander. That's one of the reasons why they tried to remove the Apocrypha from the Bible.
Hey, read 10. Read
Because
10 too.
the Apocrypha completely exposes them. It identifies who Edom is, undeniably, that it was the Romans, that it was the so-called white people. Secondly, it also counters the lies of Christianism, because the Lord, it lets you know that there was no such thing as a virgin birth. Okay, it completely destroys that lie. All right, because if there was a virgin birth, then there'd be no bloodline to the saints. You know, that would they would make the house of David, the tabernacle of David, null and void. There was no bloodline. There was no seed line. Okay.
First Maccabees 10, no, First Maccabees 1 and 10, and there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surname Epiphanes, son of Antiochus.
Yeah, so they came out of what? Antiochus Epiphanes. Okay? That wicked root. That's enough on that, brother. That's enough on that. So now we've established who they are, when they came into power, when they fell out of power, when they came back into power again. All right? And now we're to the point where they're about to fall out of power again. Deuteronomy 30 and 7. The curses are starting, the curses starting to fall upon them. Okay, and one of the things that's happening rapidly with the Edomites is the fact that their women are turning on them. That curse seems to be one of the first. And when you think about it, that's what happened with us. When they got the dominion over us, the first thing we lost was our women to them. And now, and check it out, they don't even have us on lockdown slavery. We're not in chains type slavery. We're still in slavery. All right, and they're in the fullness of their power, and they're still losing their women. And they're losing their women to all the nations, but mainly to Jacob. Okay, because you'll see Edomite women with coolies. You'll see them with Hamites.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, even in the ancient world, dominance. Who the fuck was she fucking?
Yeah.
Fucking all Jake's slaves.
Yeah, there you go. So there's nothing new under the sun, man. That's what you got to remember. Miscegenation laws were created to force white women here in America to marry white men, because white women in the 16th century were choosing to marry black men and native men. That's what they were marrying. They were marrying so-called, I hate that word black. I only say it so you understand what I'm talking about. Because they're not black, they're brown. But they were marrying, the people that you later referred to as Negroes and natives. That's who they were choosing to marry. And the so-called white man created laws to get his women back. All right, and now he's losing his woman again. And it's a beautiful thing to watch. And that curse is falling upon them heavy. They also get caught up because the economy is so bad. All right, there's a cop a couple years back. He was a cop. He offed himself, if I remember correctly. But his wife was divorcing him and hit him for child support. And he went home in his squad car, in his patrol car, and he offed his whole family. off his wife, off the kids, and then off himself. Right? And he's just, and he found me annihilated, so-called white man. And he's just one of many. So them curses are, man, they own Esau Edom, man. They own them.
Deuteronomy 30:7. And Yahweh thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
There it is, man. Upon them that hate thee and which persecuted thee, man. Right? The Lord is putting his the curses upon them, man. And he's going to continue to do so. All right?
I was going to say, just like Jake was the byword, now the Edomite is becoming the new byword.
Yeah, I've got about, now that you said the new byword, they become the new niggas according to themselves.
Yeah.
They call each other niggas. And now I got about at least 6 or 7 videos of the white on white crime. The Edomites duking it out in the streets and in the parks and in the public. Whole crowds of them. And all they doing is calling each other bitch niggas. Right. Bunch of Edomites calling each other bitch niggas. Yeah. Women, men, yeah. And they fight.
Yeah.
And horrible fights too. Windmilling and shit. Right? And call each other bitch niggas the whole time. Yeah, get up, Brandy.
I call them the hard R.
Fuck her up, Brandy.
Yeah, I call them the hard R to their face. They get hurt. It's dangerous.
So, but they call each other that. Yeah. And the truth of the matter is they always were. They always were the niggards, as the Bible refers to them. Okay? When you look at how stingy they were, how they allowed themselves to miss out on free health care. All right? They could have had free health care in America, but because we would have gotten it too, they voted against it. And now look how broke and how poor, how many of them have suffered and lost their homes and houses behind medical bills and things like that. Okay? When they could have had free health care, but they didn't in any way want a fashion want Jacob to receive it, so they voted against it. But yet, you've been giving trillions to the wearers of the smaller hats. It's not looking good for you, man. You got anything else? We're gonna get ready to wrap.
I got one. This Ecclesiastes 7:8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. And there it is, man. We at the end of this, man. This is the best part. You know what I'm saying? It's no dying and coming back into slavery and into this BS, man. This is it, man. This
when we gonna get to the good part?
Yeah. Hey, we at the best part, man. Happy to see the downfall of his enemies, man. Right. I'm happy as hell, man.
God, matter of fact, somebody get that scripture. Somebody else in there. Bring them up. This is about bring them up. This is Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be. For you brothers who never saw my old school, it was just like that. It was just like that. It was black though. Go ahead, brother.
Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
Yeah, so you about to be discovered, man. All right? And matter of fact, your sins are being discovered on the internet all day, every day. That's why they're about to shut it down. All right? All day, every day, your sins are being broadcast on the internet. Wow, someone just said all the live camps are buffering this evening.
They pussy hurt.
Wow. Okay. No, but all the live camps in Great Millstone or Chicago live camps? Clarify. But yeah, Esau pussy hurt. It's typical. Bring out what you have, brother.
This is Nahum 3:1. I'm gonna jump around. Say that one.
Yeah, that's gonna be bring what you got.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 25:7. There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that has joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy.
There it is, man. Okay, so we definitely don't really have the joy of our children on this side, right? And you know, but we are getting to see the fall of our children. Wow, he said all of GMS.
Damn.
Yeah, the water, beloved. He said all the live camps are buffered. Now, I'm willing to bet that everything else on YouTube, I'm willing to bet that everything else on YouTube is playing just fine. All right? But all of our live shows, every live show is buffering all across GMS. So he said every live show he's clicking on is buffering. All right? They had a truth sting. How the show enough said stings a little. Don't. All right, bring that out.
This is Nahum 3:1. It says, woe to the bloody city, is all full of lies, and the robbery, and the prey departeth not. So, yeah, so, you know, bottom line is, you've been exposed for who you are. America is that bloody city. You know, you raped, robbed, murdered, and killed all that elective Israel all around the world, but more importantly here in America. So the Lord is exposing you, bringing you out. And I'm going to jump down to 4. It says, because of the multitude of whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcraft. It says, behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame.
And that's what's happening. Your nakedness and your shame is being shown to the world, so-called white men. Made up title, white man. Whiteness is made up. It's not real. All right, give me that last scripture. We're going to wrap it up. Isaiah 34, 5 and 8.
Man, 1, 4, 4, 5, right there.
Look at Isaiah 34, verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. The sword of Yahweh is filled with blood. It is made with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams, for Yahweh have a sacrifice in Basra.
That's right.
And a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
That's right.
And the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of Yahweh's vengeance, and a year of recompense for the controversy of Zion.
Right. There it is, man. The Lord is getting ready to bring his sword down upon all Idumea for the controversy of Zion. For these people claiming to be us, and they're not. All right? Okay. So with that, we're going to give all praises, all honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadosh.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Abba Ball.
Abba Ball.